Guys, we're out here at Cowboy Harley Davidson taking some of the 2021 year models out for a ride. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Smooth as butter. Idiots. Dude, I like it. It is quiet. Like, I mean, all you hear is intake noise, and how smooth it is. The power delivery is, wow, it's nice. On is, you guessed it, the live wire. Right now, this thing is in eco mode, and it doesn't feel like it. This thing, when you twist that throttle, it is all there, just like any other electric vehicle that you've driven, or maybe if you've ridden the Zero or something like that. It is insane. The riding position on this bike is a little far forward. More like a sport bike. You're kind of hunched up on the legs, you're a little tucked in. But other than that, it feels amazing. When you're sitting kind of idle there, so you're waiting to turn or something, you feel a slight little rumble from the motor, I guess to let you know that it's still running or something. But yeah, sit back, enjoy the ride. Oh, that's wild. That electric motor is just bonkers. And this is freaking economy mode. And I'm about a 300-pound rider. I am no small guy. 6'3", about 300 pounds. And this thing just moves. It's a very strange feeling. All you hear is the slight whine of this motor and the road. You hear the tires contacting the pavement. It's insane. An electric motor. That is absolutely bonkers. And this is economy mode. The guy at the dealership had said that with this bike in sport mode, it's like a GSXR 1000, a leader bike. Now, I'm trying to downshift. This is funny. All right, let's give her a little. Oh, that's wild. That is insane. I would hate to see what this feels like in sport mode. I have never really ridden a sport bike before. I've ridden a little 250 Ninja, but no leader bike. Very impressive. Electric vehicles always put a smile on my face, and this is delivering. Oh. Oh, that is buck wild. That is buck wild. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's great. That is freaking great. Oh man, oh, that thing corners. I'm sure this is just the sport bike feel, that kind of excitement. I'm sure if I've ridden a lot of sport bikes, this thing may not impress me as much as it is. Not bad, not bad at all. Oh, that is bonkers. Absolutely insane. And the seat, surprisingly, with it being as thin as it is, and as small as it is, it's not bad. I'm sure at a 2-3 hour ride, we're going to be wanting to get off this thing. But I feel I could commute this every day. It's not that bad. I thought it'd be catching me and not bad at all. Oh, that electric motor is insane. So hugging the tank, well, quote unquote tank, right? The corners are a little sharp for me. I'm feeling a little bit of some poking into my thighs, but that's probably because I'm just fat, so you know. Oh, this thing's a blast. I'm loving it. Let this thing stretch its legs and it's just gone. So suspension does okay, soaking that up. You know, it's no touring bike by any means. It's a lot lighter, a lot slimmer. I feel like I'm kind of up over the handlebars. It feels good. It feels really good. Needless to say, I want one. Oh, this thing's a blast. I'm having way too much fun. Maybe I'll pick up a cheap sport bike instead and try that out. Oh, buddy! Man! I stretched the legs on this bad boy! Woo! Oh, even at 80 miles an hour, this thing is just ripping it! Down here in Mexico. Woo! Brakes feel really good. I'm guessing a lot of that has to do with that regen too. I'm barely on the brakes and it's slowing considerably. That linear power, it just goes. Oh, that's amazing. Have navigation? I don't know. It didn't do anything. Probably because of my gloves. Oh, this bike. Oh man, oh, this thing is absolutely amazing. Let's see what other trouble we can get into, guys. Fellas, we're going to be on the Slim. See how this thing does. First impressions is this seat is hard. It is not comfy. I don't think that it'd be very comfortable for very long. Again, that new motor, very, very smooth. Darn near zero vibrations. Feels like a Japanese bike. Forgot there's no heel shift on this one. That's alright, not too bad. Seat's a little rough on the tailbone.
Bruh.
No! Why you do this?
Be gone, son.
You still in here, buddy? Where'd you get out? I don't see you anymore. Whew. That would be the first time I got stung by a wasp while riding. Or a bee, or whatever in the world that was. That's something I was expecting to go through that. Makes it pretty good. I think I just scraped floorboard though. Definitely handled them bumps a little better than the live wire. Not bad. Good. It's a little buzzy. It's high RPMs, the engine feels a little buzzy. The whole chassis just kind of has a high frequency vibration to it. But powerful. It gets up there quick. Again, it's no leader bike. It's not a Japanese bike. Definitely feels smooth like one, that is for sure. Good. Cons though, definitely the speed. This thing is hard. Very, very, very hard to see. I'm guessing this is more for a smaller rider, you know, hence the name Slim. I'd have to definitely go with a different seat. The buzziness of the engine is definitely a bit of a concern. You like hanging out in those higher RPMs, but right now cruising in 6th, almost zero vibrations. The only vibrations I'm really getting are from the road itself. The motor is super smooth during just cruising. So like right now I'm hardly getting anything out of the motor. It's mostly just road vibrations. Definitely like me a cable operated clutch. The hydraulic clutch on that first bike I had ridden was a little weird. Then again, I'm not really used to driving, so I'm riding something with a hydraulic clutch anyway, so definitely something to get used to. It was very fluid feeling instead of mechanical feeling, which I guess that makes sense. It's a hydraulic clutch, right? Next bike we got is the Limited CVO. Their top of the line bike. All the bells and whistles, all the jazz, all the goodies on this bike here. I don't know what the hell all it's got, but man is it comfortable. The seat's a little far forward to me. Might have to get it scoot back a little if this were to be a bike for me, for a larger rider such as myself. But this thing feels amazing. The wind deflection is absolutely excellent. It's got that big old 117 motor. Sure, we got cruise control. Yep, there it is. Got the cruise. What a comfy bike. This is just comfy. With a seat that sets me back just a wee bit more, I could see riding this thing absolutely forever. Handlebar positioning is awesome. I don't feel like my arms are way the heck out here. Very, very comfortable position. This backrest is nice. I like it. A lot of cushion for me. So anyway, again, this is their new Limited CVO. Sit back and enjoy the ride. how comfortable it is. And you've got your navigation system here, all controlled with a little thumb jump. Can't talk. Tongue tied. Thumbsticks located on the handlebars. So you can see control our volume in that. Left stick, right stick is navigation throughout the application that you're in. All that jazz. You can change your view on the map. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I personally like this view right here. It's very behind the bike. Kind of gives you like a huge, long, third-person view of yourself where you're going. But yeah, this CVO, this limited CVO is amazing. Super smooth, comfortable bike. This is definitely my retirement bike right here. This thing is nice. Yeah, even those harsh bumps right there normally would have just destroyed my lower back. This thing just took it for me. Yeah, that would have killed my back on my road kick. I think this backrest is helping me out quite a bit too. I'm able to push myself back into it and help support my lower back some. Oh yeah. Piece of cake for this big old bike. You know, the more I'm sitting in this saddle, the more I'm liking it. I feel like I'm cupped into it. You know? Definitely would appreciate it being, you know, about half an inch to an inch back where it is now, but so far it feels really good. Oh yeah, it just floats right over that stuff like it's nothing. Relax, kind of put a little more weight into this backrest, see how it feels. Alright, here's some good bumps. Take it over. Oh yeah. Almost like they weren't even there. I mean, they were there. You can feel them. But this big old bike just soaks them right up. This thing almost sounds like it's got a supercharger on it. It's got a bit of a whine to it. Knees too high for him. Alright, now let's let this thing rip open a little bit here. Oh yeah, that big old 117 just screaming. It looked like that live wire had absolutely no problem keeping up. That bike is insane. Alright, let's give her one more good little rip here. Oh yeah, that big old 117 just makes this big old Harley move. Definitely see myself ripping this thing through some curves, even though it's huge and heavy. As we're on the back of the Fat Ball. This was actually going to be my very first bike purchase, but I ended up going with the Street 750 instead, just due to pricing and the available funds I had back when I was looking for a new bike. So let's see how she does. So again, this is a very stripped down feel to it. You know, you got pegs, you don't have floorboards, none of that. Very minimal things on your handlebars. No tack, just a speedo. Or actually, no. You got a tack with a digital speedo. I like it. Definitely a short distance bike with this seat. I don't feel like I could ride very long with this seat. Feels pretty good. Getting a little more high frequency vibrations out of the bars on this one compared to those larger touring bikes. That being said, the bike is also very light in compared to them. So acceleration, braking, a lot quicker. Much more raw experience on this bike. Suspension does feel a lot bouncier, not as forgiving. Shoot, I even think the Livewire has a little more forgiving suspension than this bike does. It does have the gear indicator on it. Looks like it's got a trip and all that. Let's see, it doesn't look like I can change anything from what I can see here. As far as the handlebars go, I don't see anything. You could let me change that. Something going on with this shifter on this thing. It's like it's getting stuck in halfway in the gear. And that live wire, it just locks away from you. Woo! Absolutely awesome. Definitely like the very raw feeling of this Fat Bob though. A lot more high frequency vibrations out of it. Like I was saying earlier, right now at about 2,500 RPM, I've got quite a bit of high frequency vibration in the handlebars. When I bring her down, about 2 grand or less, looks like. I don't get as very much vibration at all in the handlebars. And even bringing it down even farther into sixth, we're doing pretty good. Yeah, this thing, it does not handle the bumps very well. Probably the worst performing suspension so far today. If you're looking for that raw experience, I think this would be the bike to go for. About as close to it as, a drive-by-wire and electronic fuel injection and all that jazz of the newer bikes. That suspension feels like an older bike. Here we go. Oh, not too bad. I guess this guy was bracing for that one. It throws you around a little bit. I'm avoiding that. I'm not going in that on this bike. guess I missed, that bumpy part would have been a good test for the suspension on this bike. But everything I've seen up to that point, it's a little rough. It jars you around. Definitely not a very long distance cruiser. But I feel with a more comfier seat on this bike, I could take this thing on some longer trips. Alright, let's get this thing ripping.
Yeah, she'll get going. She will get going.
I think I actually spun the rear tire there. Felt like it kind of wiggled around a bit.
Alright, so we're in top gear. Cruising about 3,000 RPM at 70 mile an hour. A lot of high frequency vibration in the handlebars. I would definitely have to put a different set of grips on this bike. Keep my hands from going numb. This kind of feels like a large Street 750 almost. If I can remember way back in 2014 on my Street 750, this kind of feels like that. But a big honking version of that bike. Very rowdy feeling motorcycle.
Kind of like it. I like it. As a touring kind of bike, you're going some of these long rides with the chapter. I don't think it'd handle that. Then again, that's not really what it's designed for. So, but yeah, we got one more ride to go. Catch you guys in a little bit. For our last ride, we're on the, what do they call this? Not soft tail. Lowrider S. That's what they call it. That's what it's called. Good Lord. Lost it there for a second. But yeah, we're on the Lowrider S. Needless to say, I feel like I am scrunched up like a sport bike, but stretched out like a chopper. The handlebars are very, very far out in front of me. Kind of a very chopper feel to it. This is one of the bikes they had in the Sons of Anarchy or something like that. I think this was in there. These bikes. So far, first impressions, not too bad, honestly. A lot less vibrations than that Fat Bob I was just on. Oh yeah, so much less vibrations. She wants to lean all right. She will lean in the corners. Seat honestly isn't too uncomfortable at first. Oh, right in the forehead. Ow. Oh. Ow.
Damn bugs. That's like the third time today that's happened. See how it handles this little lip. Not too bad. definitely see myself not being happy, or my back not being happy about this bike, since I'm kind of hunched over a little, my back is arched, I'm reaching out for the bars. Definitely not a long distance ride. Definitely see it as me commuting within the city and on a blue moon heading out on a ride. But the seat does have a bit of like a suspension ness to it. You know, it's not very rigid like the other bikes. I definitely got a bit of suspension here. But yeah, she'll rip you up in these bumps. But not as bad as a Fat Bob, surprisingly. I thought this would be pretty terrible with the bumps like the Fat Bob was, but it's definitely not as bad.